everybody, Gina DeLuca here. All right, today I'm continuing my product testing that I started in the last video of the Artist Loft pre-mixed, ready mixed pouring paint. And in the last video, I laid down a base coat of white and the results were not astounding. So I'm going to try this without the base coat. The base coat was mixed with Floetrol. So I'm going to do a very pure test of just these paints without any other things mixed in or a base coat that might change the result. So this is an 8x10 canvas. This would require about 3 ounces of paint. So let's put some paint in a cup. I'm starting with the Aqua Green. And then gold. That is old gold specifically. And the violet. And repeat. I will do a bit more since there's no base coat. Just want to make sure I have easy coverage. Satchmo is still trying to catch that fly. Okay. Here we go. When you're doing a ring pour, as you get to the end, you can get a little closer and move a little slower. Oh, Satchmo. Oh no. Satchmo, get down! Oh geez. Oh dear. He just started pulling the entire cover of this table. Oh, that cat. Okay. And there's a hair. I did level this. That is just a giant hair. Oh dear. This piece is doomed. Okay, well that's gonna have to get tilted off. More schmutz. Shouldn't have schmutz coming straight out of that bottle, I'll tell you that. Well, this does not look any different than the other painting, really. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna have to say I am unimpressed. It's not thick enough. It doesn't maintain its separation. This is why I always do a ring pour first. Will it maintain the separation? This is straight out of the bottle. You're not supposed to add anything to it. And it's so sheer, it's barely giving any coverage to the sides. I've had to touch up the corners. They'll need to be touched up again. But I will clean up and I will bring you in for a close-up. And then we will review, after that, the paintings, both paintings dried. Okay, here it is. There is some schmutz in the paint that was causing some little funky things there. But as you can see, again, there is very little separation. When you mix your metallics too thin, it will have a tendency to just leave a sheen over the whole thing, which appears to be what's happening. So from the get-go, it's too thin. They need to make a thicker consistency. This is what the sides look like. There's hardly any coverage. That looks like the sides of a straight board that hasn't been pre-colored. Colored. What's the word I'm looking for? Pre-painted. Jeez. Yeah, so that is unacceptable. You know, I'll say to these companies, when you're coming out with new products, wouldn't hurt to talk to the people who do this all the time. Talk to the YouTube creators. Send us your stuff. Let us tell you what you need to fix, because I would tell you this is way too thin. And too transparent. So, all right, stay tuned for the dried pieces. Back in a few. Okay, here is the dried piece from this video. There is very little color separation going on. I mean, if this were hanging on the wall, this doesn't look like much of anything, unless the light hits it, and then you just have gold all over the whole thing. Which, as I mentioned, is a sign that your paint is too thin. I will actually do that on purpose if I want the gold or silver to lay on top and give the whole thing a sheen, as opposed to just rings. But as you can see, this is just not much to look at. The sides. Look at that. That's sad. And this is without the base coat. Here it is with the base coat. Pretty much looks exactly the same. There is like no difference between the two. The edges are equally awful. You can see no difference in those edges, with or without base coat. There is a whole lot of schmutz. That is a lot of schmutz. That, for me, ruins my painting. I do not like seeing that in my paintings, most particularly in a ring pour. That is just, oh, that center looks nice. That's about it. And even, but in person, it actually looks worse than it does on the video. Usually it's the other way around. Usually I'm saying, oh, if you could see it in person, it looks even better. It's like, no, it actually looks better on video. You know, I always give you guys honest reviews about things. I'm sponsored by no one except for the people who watch this channel and send money to the PayPal tip jar. That is it. I am not sponsored by a company. So I can be completely honest with you guys. I don't want you wasting your money. And I feel like I've wasted my money. These right here, that's $45 worth of paint that I'm going to have to figure out how to use it, because I can't even use it as a base coat because it's lumpy. I suppose I will have to strain it and see if there's anything that I can do with it, because it doesn't stick to the sides. Yeah, so there you have it. There's my honest review for using it as a ring pour, way too thin. Maybe I'll be able to figure something else out to do with these paints, but they don't maintain any kind of color separation, so I don't think that a straight pour will work. Maybe a flip cup, we'll see. But I will test out the pouring medium on its own with regular paint and see if that gives any kind of decent results. All right, that is it for this one. Please like and share and subscribe and share so your friends don't waste their money. And if you find these videos helpful and would like to help me stay stocked up in supplies and testing new products for you, the PayPal tip jar is a great way to do it, and you can find that in the description box. Also in the description box will be a link to my Amazon store where you can find most of the things that I use in my videos. But anything that you purchase off the entire site of Amazon, I make a small commission of at no additional cost to you. And go make some art. Join us over there on Facebook. Post your masterpieces. Ask your questions or just get some inspiration. And my website, GinaDeLuca.net. Check that out. That's where you can purchase my art and my music. My new CD, Better Than Chocolate, is out. You can download it or get a signed physical copy mailed straight to you. All right, you guys. I hope you learned something. I sure did. I hope you have a beautiful day. Now go make some art.